In this episode, our aim is to push our boundaries westwards, northwards, and eastwards towards Greece. And of course maintain control of all the areas we are having at the moment. So, hello everyone, welcome to QualityOldGames. Today we are having part 11 of the Milanese Crossbows Only challenge campaign in Medieval 2 Total War. And it seems we have a heretic in Innsbruck. And by the way, thanks for the comment about making more spies. I think that's a sound advice, which I will try to heed. And it seems the Venetians are at war against Hungary, which should keep them busy and out of Constantinople, at least for now. Oh, another jihading army. And did they besiege Constantinople? I'm not certain about that. Rome at the moment is a tempting target because it's so lightly defended. I'm just wondering if I should just take it. Excellent, we have ballista towers here. And perhaps we could make an abbey there in Bologna. Perhaps a church, and I think I should try to cut down my spending on buildings, at least a bit. Because that way I should be able to get some forces a bit faster than that's the case at the moment. But I guess this army here will be soon ready to push forwards. Here we most definitely need to retrain those troops a bit more. But I think we can train some new ones in Bern. Yes. And there, I think Metz will make a fine target. That was actually quite a high level enemy there. Or rather, heretic. And we are going to need a new priest here. And Helmut von Franken. There is the heretic.
Spotted the problem. What is her name?
And I think we should have one more assassin somewhere. Oh, that was a misclick. Well, too bad. So I guess Metz will make a fine target.
There is nothing to salvage here. Escata, flee! Continue tomorrow, my lord. Blaze you. The battle is lost. Fall back.
So Nicaea is besieged, but I think Constantinople is not at the moment, and that's some good news.
My lord, the enemy lays siege. What shall we do?
Oh. So it wasn't besieged. But it's most certainly is now, and it's besieged by 2 armies.
My lord, but God is with us.
We have some tough battles ahead of us, especially in Constantinople.
We must resolve our differences, or this is war. Our gratitude and otherwise proposition, we welcome words of wisdom such as these. Ma salama.
Your orders, number one. Your orders, number one. Your orders,
So let's
number
bring
one.
this guy to Innsbruck. He can take charge of the army that's gathering there. In Venice, let's make the ballista towers there and some troops. And we actually managed to get the ballista towers here. That's nice. In Nicaea, I think we want to make ballista towers as well. And perhaps we want to make spies if we can. Okay, good. And then... So... let's make those. And in Bern, the army is growing. In Genoa, we have some additional spies and assassins are in order.
Your orders, number one. Yes. Who do I face?
And let's take this army here on board.
Yes. Attacking.
Hunt some Holy Roman ships down.
Victorious.
And I think
Now, my lord.
we'll strike at that Morris fort there. Then I think our merchants are about to enter the regions they want to enter. Let's see if we have something worth trading there. Marseille, we are having some troubles with public order apparently. And in Dijon, at least we can raise taxes a bit.
Orders. Yes, lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy.
And the defenses in Metz are rather on the weaker side, and of course there is Imperial Citadel there. Perhaps we should besiege it as well. So now we need to train as many troops here as we can. And of course in Innsbruck as well. And perhaps we could take some crossbows with us from Venice and Milan and perhaps even Bologna as well. Okay, it seems we are doing rather okay there. In Durazzo, and here of course it seems our army is about ready, so it's time to begin to move, and Thessalonica is our first target there. quite a few catapults there. And here we should try to find... Oh, that's Venetian fortress. Okay, they have been quite effective there. So it seems the war isn't going too well for the Hungary. Let's send some reinforcements to Marseille, so we are ready to march further into French territory soon. And I think we should have a turn rather soon.
The problem. What is their name? But of course.
And then we should have one additional assassin at least somewhere.
Not tell man spotted. I'm such a dumb cop.
Who has displeased you?
Okay, that has moved.
The problem. What is their name?
There has been quite a few misclicks recently. So he has earned an additional name of Tyrant, it seems. We do not have ballista towers, so I think our defense will be organized here in the city square. Let's have most of the troops here in one line, and then let's make a bit of a concave on both sides, and perhaps our general could man the towers there, at least for a while. Oh, so they are just pounding through the walls, so let's move.
The enemy are through the walls. Fight on! The enemy must get no further.
And I guess they are trying to wreck the walls from several different spots, or at least take down some towers. Repairing these walls is going to be expensive. So is that tower their next target? Apparently it is. And now they are
God
coming in.
save us! The enemy have the walls! Look to our defense, or all will be lost.
So the general is leading the charge. Let's hope that proves to be a bad decision. It seems so.
It is unwise to praise the enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men. Praise to our Lord. Our men have slain the enemy general. Now his men will lose heart.
I don't think those town militias will fare particularly well. Yeah, then we have some spearmen, town militia, and some more spearmen.
Only half the enemy force remains.
I guess we should try to engage those guys in melee. Of course, we are quite a bit clumped up, so those catapults are going to get some decent enough hits.
It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. The enemy flees the battle. Run down those
I guess the general here was enough to scare these guys off. And that's it.
This is a clear victory that goes.
No mercy for them, because they wrecked our walls there. So that's quite a few siege weapons.
Bring our people honor, glory, and most of all.
So I guess we will have one additional wall wrecked here. And I think we have at least some time before they can wreck our walls once again.
Oh no! Our foes have broken through the gates!
Yeah. Surprise, surprise. And I guess even though we have no defenders on the walls and the gates are broken, they just want to cause some extra damage. And then they will continue taking down the walls and the towers and whatnot. I would really like to have some cannon towers, so we could return the favor to the enemies in these siege battles. I'm not certain. I don't think ballista towers have enough range to hit the enemy catapults. Okay. Seems we have some enemies coming in. On this side, it seems the catapults still want to cause some damage. And we actually missed most of our shots against those. Well, that didn't go too well. I guess they shot their shots when the enemies were behind the buildings, and then they had no arrows available when they could have gotten a clear shot.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
And it's time to take down the crossbow militia. Okay, good. I don't think they will be coming back. And it seems it's not enough that they are wrecking our walls, they are intent on wrecking the whole city as well. So basically soon we should have only the siege weapons left to take care of.
The enemy general has no honor. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men.
So, some mercenary crossbows here, hopefully that's... okay, good. At least some of the crew of the catapults are coming to join the fray. And... well, at least they did suffer some casualties there. So, what next? They are still hitting our towers, at least somewhere. Perhaps we could try to hit those catapult crews there. I think those ballistas, or rather ballista crews, I think these catapults here, or ballistas, whatever they are a bit too far away. And going in there would cause us at least some casualties, so I think it's better to leave them be, for time being, at least. Okay, so there are ballistas on this side. And are they activating? They are firing missiles. And it seems they are targeting the crossbows. Even though that's not very efficient. And I think you guys could start firing as well. Oh, they are actually hitting the wall there. Let's get to the other side, just in case.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
Perhaps I should send these guys on the walls there to see if they can hit something. Because they have longer range. And perhaps I could send the rest of the crossbows here to fight as well. Because they really don't have anything better to do. And apparently they are too far away. So let's try not to waste those guys by charging the catapults directly, but let's try to take down at least the ballistas here. And they're actually hitting us. And we are not hitting them, at least properly enough.
The day is over, and we are victorious.
Okay, I think they will wait for a while before attacking again. Oh, and this, fortunately, rather weak armies. But the commanding generals are rather tough. So we have the ballista towers here, I guess. So that gives us some extra options. So there is one siege tower, one battering ram, and practically nothing in this side. So I think we might want to defend the walls, even though we will also leave some units to the city center. So basically I think these two units will be responsible for taking down anyone trying to come from that siege tower, and these guys will protect the gates here, and perhaps we could reinforce them a bit more. And I guess one unit there, and then I guess 2 units to guard the center here, and the general here to boost the morale, at least initially. But we must be ready to withdraw if the situation so requires. And it would be nice if the ballista start hitting the ram here. So it's burning, nice. I think they had 3 rams, yeah. And of course it's important to try to take down this tower. Let's hope it will burn. Perhaps that tower isn't quite enough. Actually it is. Well, I think I might be able to keep the enemies all together out from the city. And at least one enemy general has fallen. And they are bringing their troops this close. So I think that ram should be the new target here. It might actually get to the gates. Well, that's unfortunate. We were doing so well here for the moment. I think it's perhaps wise to pull back the general. We don't want to lose him because it might be quite difficult to get some new ones to the front here.
Great tidings! Our enemy... Only half the enemy force remains. To arms, General! The enemy's ram has breached the gates! God save us! The enemy have the walls! Look to our defense, or all will be lost!
I don't think they will stay here for too long.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours. Praise the Almighty! Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
And I think we might actually want to save some ammo for the next enemy army. Okay, good. And I'm just wondering why this tower is not manned. And I think we are ready to open fire once again. Oh, and actually I think we might want to man that tower there as well. As the enemy general actually is coming this way. And this is rather nice to watch, as the AI is squandering its troops here. On the other hand, a bit better. Let's say, if the AI played a bit better, the battles would be quite a bit more interesting.
Slain the Saracen general. Now
Nice.
we must send his men running back to the desert.
So basically, both enemy generals down. I think this battle will be over rather soon. Even though our ammunition is running rather low. But at least these guys will have something to shoot as well.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain, only half the enemy force remains.
So far so good.
Praise the Almighty. Our enemy has lost his stomach to fight. We must push our advantage.
Oh, I guess there was some kind of flanking maneuver. Let's try to take a couple of more down. And I think the battle is here. And that was quite rough for the Turks.
Lord above, our foe has been...
I think we will execute them. And public order in Milan is actually quite low, it seems. Interesting. And it seems the city is besieged by princesses of Poland. Okay, that's nice. And in Florence, perhaps City Hall, and that will be pretty much it. And then we need to repair. Perhaps it will be repaired as the castle is upgraded. And in Constantinople, okay, we can retrain these guys. And in Nicaea, our walls were pretty much ravaged. And can we actually... Well, I guess that's okay. Way to go further. And the army there can keep going. And here we most definitely need a town hall in Dijon. Some retraining. And we have 2 spies and 1 assassin.
Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord? Am I taking down a person or a player? Two sides. Helping troops scout. Your might.
As my lord wills.
Emperor Henry the Watcher. We have 1 battering ram. Perhaps we should wait for 1 more turn. Here... Pavis Crossbowmen. Perhaps we should bring these mercenary crossbows as reinforcements and try to take the settlement. The problem though is that we have only 1 battering ram. So basically we need to get to the walls with that siege tower mostly. Of course we can bring these guys there for support, but that battering ram is actually rather crucial for our victory. So they have dismounted feudal knights and town militia on the walls.
Grace of God, our siege towers are at the walls. Our enemy has nowhere to hide now. Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram. Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Okay, good. Let's get in and let's start battering down
We have captured
the second gate. So the mailed knights.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain
Let's see if we
true
could
and wholehearted,
hit them in the back a bit, at least.
the enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. unwise to praise the day before sunset. The battering ram is in place. It will not be long before our enemy's defenses fall. Our men have done well. The gates have fallen. It is unwise to praise the day before sunset, but our men are winning the battle and forging a worthy victory. Praise
Okay,
the Almighty
nice.
God of Christendom. Victory. We march through your enemy's
And that's actually rather nice amount from those mines. And we will attack there next turn. And here we have this fleet on a mission.
Your orders, number one. Of course, my lord. Yes. Move out.
Perhaps this time the army will be strong enough there. And let's send this spy there to aid. And then okay.
Would you like him to sell? Yes. March.
And I think next turn this army there will be ready to march. That was actually quite nice.
The problem. What is the name?
Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord?
Who has displeased you? The problem. What is the name?
Am I taking down a person or a place?
9. Poison
Okay.
or strangulation.
Good.
Displeased you. The problem. What is the name?
And Reims there is rather poorly defended as well. That's good news. And I think we have a turn, at least rather soon.
On my way. Ready to trade.
Is there another source of ivory?
Ready to trade.
I don't remember. But let's see. So it's actually interesting that they haven't built these kind of basic public order buildings there. Durazzo. We want to keep the city growing, and I think we have a turn here. And of course in Nicaea, once we get some additional troops, we could try to... take the southern settlement in the western Turkey. That's in the Byzantine control at the moment.
The enemy fleet attacks us.
And our whole fleet went down. That was rough. That was really rough. So basically we need to make... Okay, that's good news. So we need to make a new fleet. And perhaps we should raise an army for this guy to push into the Holy Roman Empire as well.
Bringing our troops together. Orders. Onward. 13 armies. Orders. Move out.
And I would
Binding forces, my lord.
venture to say that that army is actually quite
Who has this sign?
nice.
The problem. What is their name?
Am I taking down a person or a place?
If it were possible.
What gave me away? That.
Who has this split?
God's set. Does my thoughts, my lord. Mainly, I must lead the trial. Heresy deserves no mercy. God's set. Yes, my lord.
And then let's get this army here going.
Your orders, number one. Yes.
And I think we will take the spy with us.
Your orders, number one. Of course, my lord. God will be with us, men. To battle.
And I don't think I want to engage those in offensive battle.
What is their name?
Am I taking down a person or a place?
Orders.
And perhaps we could get some more reinforcements for this army.
Yes, lord. This is where we shall meet the enemy.
And it was a clear victory.
Lord. The enemy are beaten. Noble lord, we have conquered.
And the place looks rather nice.
Your orders, number one. Yes.
Who has displeased you?
But of course, the problem. What is the...
At this rate, no one wants to be a captain in a Holy Roman Empire's army.
Stopping here for the night.
Who has displeased you?
Your orders, number one. We will engage.
Oh, that's rather large Byzantine army, and with that many catapults, I'm not certain I want to engage it. At least for the moment. And perhaps here I should come... Oh, we have another merchant. Let's send him there.
As far as I may go today.
We have an assassin.
What is their name?
Who or what am I to dispose of, Lord?
Would you like him to suffer? Yes. Orders. Yes.
So that's a bit better.
We will see you undone.
And perhaps we should make one additional crossbow unit here,
Yes.
just in case. Since the number of those crossbow militias is going down. And here...
I answer only to the Kaiser and to God. Leave blasphemous Ausländer.
Reims is a decent enough target there, I think we do have a turn. So it's nice for them to decrease the defenses in Reims. This, on the other hand, isn't that nice. Oh, there is rather large concentration of English forces. I guess the Crusades are kind of interrupting the AI's war plans. And at least for now, no sight of Mongols, at least next to our borders.
Your orders, Noble One.
Perhaps we would need to have a navy
Of course, my lord.
to get there.
We rest here.
And speaking of navy, I think... Oh, and the Papal States are not liking us anymore. So actually I think this army here should head towards Rome.
Am I taking down? Yes.
Sacre bleu. Sacre bleu. You can see me.
The problem. What is the who or man? Your Majesty. Orders. Your Majesty.
I think we will leave these guys to defend while the rest of the army heads here.
Or worse, months. Sooner or later, they will relent, my lord. When shall we attack the walls then, my lord?
And here...
Your orders, Noble One.
Be gone! You are not my Kaiser.
That's a bridge battle.
Who has displeased the problem? What is the name? Who has displeased you?
But then again, we could try to surprise
Orders.
the enemy with an additional army there.
A good day's march ends.
And this army here does require some extra troops.
Bring in our troops to get march! 13 armies.
And in Venice... Okay, so we cannot build the best ships just yet. And this army here, let's try to go around the enemy army and besiege Toulouse. And here I think we need to move southwards towards Corinth to take it. And here some extra troops are always welcome. So, Smyrna. will make an excellent target. At least at some point.
Ready to trade.
And
Your orders, number one.
let's check these.
Ready to trade. On my way.
Okay, so there is another source of ivory there. Good.
Ready to trade. As you wish.
And now the question is,
God will be with us.
should we fight the battle here? Perhaps we should.
God will help the faithful prevail. We attack. Units, await my order.
Fortunately, the bridge here is rather short, so we might have enough range to hit the enemy. Or are they actually moving against us? That would be really a good thing. So some... I think... Okay. I don't think that's the best position for the enemy there, but... At least for their perspective, but I think from our point of view that's exactly where we want them to be. Okay, and now they are taking some distance, apparently. So, if we pull some of the troops back, will it make them a bit bolder? Apparently not. So, I think we need to put our troops as close to the opposite bank of the river as possible, and then we just have to go over. There are some mercenary crossbowmen which are problematic for us. Could we actually hit them from this side? We can actually. Nice. Or then not. And they have enough men for both of those ballistas. And let's try to take down the knights. And perhaps we should start bringing some of the other troops over. I guess there is the enemy captain there.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours.
Okay, So we have some enemies coming at us.
The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours. The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men. The battle is in our favor. If we remain true and wholehearted, victory will be ours. Praise
Okay,
the Almighty.
nice.
Our enemy has...
Quite a costly battle, but victory nonetheless. And pathway to Nuremberg is open. And let's try to make sure that the city doesn't get any additional defenders, or not at least too many. I guess that's enough.
This is a clear...
Well, clear and clear. But a victory nonetheless.
We march on our victims. Now, the problem. What is the name? Who has this split? Orders. We continue to obey, my lord.
And Metz really could use some additional troops. Perhaps we should send some from Bern.
My lord. The problem. What is the name?
So, let's make a strategic overview. So, our goal was to take the fight to the Holy Roman Empire and to the French. And at the moment we are doing both, and we have actually captured 2 Holy Roman Empire fortresses. And that has curbed their military strength in this area significantly. And our avenue open to their heartland is open. So we are doing good progress there. Our attack in the east faced some rather heavy resistance outside Thessalonica, but I think we should be able to take Corinth rather soon. We have managed to thwart the jihad to Constantinople, so this enclave here is rather strong looking at the moment. And we haven't actually lost any settlements, except we lost the fleet battle here, which was really stinging. But I guess that's war, especially total war. And our assassin war seems to be progressing rather well too. So I think we are in rather good position to continue the campaign next time. So, thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Feel free to post comments, ask questions, give advice for the campaign, and so on. Have a great rest of the day. QualityOldGames out.